Good day. It's January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year. I'm excited. Are you excited? This is Deborah Watkins, as you know, aka Auntie Deb, y'all's favorite auntie. Also, the author of the book From Mediocre to Marvelous, Get Out of Your Rut and Live a Fulfilled Life, and also a certified Christian life coach. Yes, I'm all bundled up here because even though I'm inside, I'm getting ready to go outside and it is cold. And I don't like the cold, but I'm gonna have to handle it. So, this is that time of year where we make these resolutions. We're gonna do this, we're gonna lose weight, we're gonna do all of the things, right? And we should be. We should be making those setting goals. We should be setting goals, and but realistic goals. That's the thing. The things that are going to be sustainable, and that's where we come in. Christian life coaches, we help you to develop habits that are going to be sustainable. And last year in 2025, I started off talking about um, a segment from my book on personal power, and we talked about expert power, being a good listener as a power, friendliness as a power, authenticity as a power. And so I want to continue this talk talking about talents and skills as being personal power, as giving you personal power. And it's kind of connected to expert power. But what I want to focus on is the fact that some of us never get there, right? Some of us never get there. And one of the things that I say in my book is that individuals with personal power use their talents and skills to help others. We referred to this earlier as having expert power. Everyone has a gift. Most people never get a chance to use their gift fully. I didn't know when I discovered it, but I discovered it that I had the gift of public speaking. I could capture an audience and keep their attention. I took advantage of every opportunity I could to cultivate that skill, but usually when I was doing it, it was for a purpose. I wasn't, doing it because I said, "Oh, I want to be this great public speaker." No, someone usually asked me to speak because of something that I had to offer and something that I had to give. And so that's the key. The key is that we're not on this earth for ourselves. We know that, God has a place us here for ourselves. We have a purpose. And so if you don't know what that purpose is, that's unfortunate. And there's a lot of reasons why, okay? And, I'll talk about that a little bit. But what I want to mention is in Ephesians 2:10, he says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." So we're here for God's handiwork, not just for ourselves. But of course, he wants us to have some pleasures in life because he gave them to us. But that's not the whole reason why you're here. Also in John 15:18 or 15:16, he says, "You did not choose me." He says, "But I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit that will last." And that's what I want to talk about. I want you having fruit that will last. I don't want you to say, "Auntie Deb, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know why I'm here on earth. I don't, I have a job, I go to work, I don't really feel fulfilled, but it pays the bills. So I'm here and I do it and I go. And, I go to shopping with my friends. I may go on a trip sometimes. I go to church. I have a routine that I go to, but I still feel an emptiness, when I'm at home, or a void. And that emptiness and that void is because you are not in alignment You're not in alignment, first of all, with God, and you're not in alignment what it is that He brought you here to do. And I want you to get there. And so in 2026, my goal for everyone, my wish for everyone is that if you don't know what your purpose is, that you discover it. If you don't have a goal, that you're pursuing it. And if you have a goal that you're pursuing it, that with, um, you're doing it with consistency, and you're doing it with purpose and excellence. That's what I want for you. And I am here to help you get there. That's what we do. We help you get there. And if you need help in those areas, you know, hit an auntie up. All right. That's a shameless plug. But I want to add that the reason why some of you are not there, the reason why you don't know what it is, what your purpose is, or you don't know, you don't have an idea how to get there, and you're sort of like going around in circles. You're trying this, you're trying that, you're trying this, and you don't have clarity, right? You don't have clarity. And then you're also doing some things that are not in your lane, right? Some people are operating out of their lane because you're doing what you see someone else do. That's not your lane, right? The reason why that you're not there, and it's not even anything deep. It's not anything deep or profound. The reason why you're not there is because you are distracted. You are distracted. That's why you're not operating. That's why you're not in alignment, because you're distracted. Now, I don't know what your distraction is. It could be other people. It could be social media. This is social media, but this is good social media. It could be you operating in the wrong lane, and so you're distracted. So in 2026, the first thing I want you to do is to get quiet. Get off the phone. All right? Get off the phone. Stop texting. Stop watching mindless things on TV, reality TV show, all those things. I want you to get quiet and to pray when you're quiet, and to look up those scriptures that I just gave you. And I can give you more, but I want you to get quiet. And if you don't journal, because everybody doesn't like to journal, and you don't have to, but for this particular time, try it. Write down the thoughts that God is giving you about what it is you're supposed to be doing. And the questions are, what is it that you really would do if you had resources, if you did not have to work and you had time, you would do it for free? What is it that you enjoy doing? What is it that brings you joy? What were your dreams? What did you dream about doing? What is it that people say, you know what, you are really good at that. You should really pursue that. And it makes you feel good when they say that, because you know that's what you really love doing. Because your purpose, you really love doing it. You like it, you enjoy it. But sometimes it's not easy, and sometimes it's tough, right? Sometimes we have to get our hands dirty with whatever our purpose is, but we enjoy it, we love doing it. So what is it? What is it that makes you want to get up in the morning, right? Those are the questions that you need to ask, and as you get quiet, and be quiet for a while. So that's all I have to say in terms of talents and skills as personal power. Now do me a favor. I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to share my videos. And if you're not a subscriber, I want you to really think about it and give me comments because I need you. I need as many subscribers as I can get. Now, like I said before, it's many reasons why you're distracted. There's many reasons why you never got to your purpose. And some of us had life challenges, things that happened to us in our life that prevented us from doing those things. Listen, I didn't have an easy beginning. And next year, or this year, right? Because we're in 2026, this year, I'm going to do a live and I'm going to tell you my story. And it's going to knock the socks off of some of you. But God, that's all I can say is I don't look like what I've been through. And I want you to get there as well. I want you to have the same joy that I have. I want you to be operating in your purpose. So again, Happy New Year. Love you guys. Bye-bye.